What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I am back with another video. Look like again, like I said, this has been a I know, and I'm gonna get back to my gaming news and everything else that I do. Should be a very interesting Xbox Beast Fire tonight. If you didn't catch, of course, BGST yesterday, fucking Tim Dog and K Mega, like you say, lit. They lost their mind yesterday. But we were just talking about several things within the community. Giving our opinion on different things. How we've been ridiculed and made fun of and all types of stuff. Saying that we spread misinformation. I understand how can someone's opinion be misinformation. Or I never get that. 99.9% of the videos that we do are about actual articles that we give our opinion on. Your opinion can never be wrong. But anyway, and not to say that Sony didn't do well this Black holiday. I'm black. I was black on Black Friday. This past holiday weekend, and today was Cyber Monday. But I was telling you guys before that Walmart is the number one retailer in the world for video games. You got a game. Amazon's like number 7, and that's huge. But I think Walmart's like number 1, especially for video games and stuff. But it says here, Xbox One latest news and updates. Early Black Friday reports show Xbox One destroyed the PS4 in sales. Now, when I told you this, guys, before, you said, no, I was making stuff up. And I said, even in that said video, you guys just went by the talk. I said, Sony looked like they're winning Amazon. I think the Slim sold out on Amazon and even the PS4 Pro, but it was a price cut, which is to me is kind of alarming. Sony cut the price of the PS4 Pro on Amazon down to $340. They may have both sold out, but Microsoft had like five SKUs in the top 20. So I don't know who's going to win Amazon. Doesn't matter. And again, it doesn't affect me either way. I just want to say that because by both of Microsoft and Sony doing well, it's more money within the industry that I love, the gaming industry, more games. At the end of the day. But it says here that, and I think it all comes down to not even so much the games, the gears and stuff like that. It was really, honestly, was sold the Xbox One S. It was the 4K Blu-ray player. 4K TVs were flying off the shelf this past week. It says here Xbox One latest news and updates. Early Black Friday report showed the Xbox One destroyed the PS4 in sales. It looks like the Super Bowl of console sales Black Friday was won by the Xbox One. It could be because of the 4K Blu-ray player, which was played a big role in what looks like to be Microsoft's 5th straight NPD win. So it looks like the Xbox One got the win on Black Friday. Countdown to Mayonnaise Day when we get the November NPD reports. The Xbox wins a 5th straight month. It won when the PS4 retail, this was slashed down to $250, and of course with the PS4 Pro. And like I said, I was a little skeptic about the win in November because the Xbox One S was going against 3 SKUs from Sony. You have still the standard PlayStation 4, the Slim, and the PS4 Pro. But it looks like, again, because it was came out that Microsoft won in Target, they won in Walmart, they won in Sam's Club and Costco. Walmart owns Sam's Club. I don't know who owns Costco's, And a lot of people were buying 4K TVs from Sam's Club and Costco because they was very cheap. And of course, you need a 4K TV, you need a 4K Blu-ray player, and 4K movies. So it's, the sales were through the roof at the end of the day. But anyway, like I said, to me, there will be no losers. But is it kind of alarming that if Microsoft were able to win November, because right now they got the Xbox One, I think it's like $212 on Amazon, like bananas. Listen, forget your brand loyalty. If you don't own an Xbox One, and Gears, or even for just a 4K Blu-ray player, is $212. You know what I mean? I don't care for Minecraft, but for the Minecraft bundle, that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? I would like to see, like I said, for our software sales, a lot of games were sold slashed in half from the normally $60 down to $30. All of the newer releases down to the Mafia 3s, Titanfalls, Call of Duty, NBA 2K, all those games, WW, all those games were $30 this whole weekend. And I know Final Fantasy is coming. I'm not a Final Fantasy dude. I tried the demo and I thought the demo was horrible. I thought the demo was horrible. You know what I mean? Just not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? But yeah. So like I said today, there is no losers when it comes to that. But like I said, if Microsoft was able to, if they won Black Friday, most likely they're going to win the whole month. As far as NPD, most likely. There was reports that coming out that Sony was able to sell 2 million units worldwide, which again, that's nothing to be scoffed at. But just last year alone, I think Sony did 1.5 in November. In November Black Friday. So they only, not say only, but if they did 2 million reports coming out worldwide this last year alone, they did 1.5 in North America. You know what I mean? There are some reports that come out that Sony may have won in the UK. Black Friday, they said 230,000 units were sold. 230 or 230 or either 240,000 Xbox Ones and PS4s were sold. And I think Sony may have sold 130,000. So Microsoft may have lost in the UK by 30,000. You know what I mean? But combined, some man named Z Huge, whatever, he blocked me for whatever reason. I never spoke to my man a day in my life. But it is what it is. It says here that where's it at? Yeah. PS4 and Xbox One combined sold over 230,000 units in the UK last week. More than 140,000 PS4s were sold. So Microsoft sold about 100,000 copies. Between 90 and 100,000. This is just a ballpark. Between 90 to 100,000, Sony was able to sell around 140,000. You know what I mean, with the PS4 Pro. So, but anyway, as I was saying, at the end of the day, is that for alarm if they're just barely beating the Xbox One S, you know what I mean, and Amazon slashed the cost of the PS4 Pro down to $340. The console came out a week ago, 2 weeks ago at tops. You know what I mean? I don't know. Very, very interesting, man. Like I said, I will be shocked if Microsoft were to win a fifth month in a row with Sony's new hardware on the market. If Microsoft can win November NPD with the PS4 Pro being on the market, that says a lot. You know what I mean? Maybe the tide is maybe turning. I don't know if they can catch down. I don't know if they're down 10 million or 15 million, whatever they're down. But it's going to make it very, very interesting. You know what I mean? To say the least. What else I want to talk about today before I get the hell out of here? Also, too, like I said, I'm going to be doing live streaming every night. We're trying my damnedest to be live streaming every night. Got my grandson, that little joke off the hook. I had to go pick him up today from school, man. That little joke, man. I had to pick him up today. He knocked the folders off the desk, and he told the teacher. The teacher said, "Pick him up, Zaki." He said, "Hell no, you ain't my paw." Joke is 5 years old. He told the teacher, "Hell no, you ain't my paw." Like, that's crazy. So you don't have to come home and straighten his little ass out. He's standing in the corner now. You know what I mean? Like I said, I think somebody can get custody of him. You know what I mean? He's 5 years old, so that can be corrected. You know what I mean? Problems with his mother and let it run wild. You know what I mean? And especially we come from North New Jersey. You know what I mean? Lord knows I don't want to bury my grandson. You know what I mean? I've made it. You know, it was bad when I was coming up, but this thing was different. I know I'm going off on a tangent here. We have respect for our elders. This younger generation, it's like the generation after me and the generation and their kids. They don't have any respect because most parents, younger, well, even with me, we kind of failed our children because we more or less try to be our kids' friend. You know what I mean? You can't be a children's friend. I'm letting you word for advice here. You can't be a children's friend. All that. I want my kid to come talk to me about everything. No. You know what I mean? It doesn't work. But anyway, like I said, try to break the cycle where I got this little ass going to boot camp. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And I'm sorry, they had nothing to do with video games. But sometimes I give you little aspects of next gen's personal life within my videos. But let me say what I did want to mention something else. Oh yeah, Recore. We'll be getting it sold very well over Black Friday. We'll be getting an update for HDR by December. That was announced. So kudos for that. Also, too, guys, if you're just not getting your Xbox One S, there's a Black Friday over the week or this month, or whatever the case. Pick up Sunset Overdrive. I think it was like $5 at like Target and Best Buy. So I'll pick it up. It's a great game. You know, one of the few games, like, well, I won't say it's that I truly enjoyed this generation. Sunset Overdrive was fun. You know what I mean? I just only thing that Sunset Overdrive was missing. It has a multiplayer aspect, but it should have been co-op. It had been co-op, it'd have been off the hook. You know what I mean? What else? Final Fantasy 15 is reportedly running worse on the PS4 Pro. I tried the demo for Final Fantasy. I was chasing around an opossum or something. I just couldn't get with it, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna check out. Mooch of them guys are picking it up, man. I'm gonna. I don't. Let me know if it has a campaign multiplayer co-op. If it does, I'll pick it up and play with you guys. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to live stream every night. Or, you know, I got my ass whooped last night by Bam. Bam had no respect for the Xbox out. Yo, Bam beat the brakes off my ass in Mortal Kombat. Now, listen, I'm okay. I'm a little more than average, you know what I mean? So I can go out there and get me a win. You know what I mean? But Bam beat the brake. I would think I lost, like, it was like 2-12 or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But I gotta I just gotta play it like I used. When I was playing that shit when it came out, that's my problem. I play a game once it's out, and then I just stop playing it. You know what I mean? I don't lose the basic fundamentals of it. But when you guys remember, you was rocking out when I was live streaming, when I was playing Mortal Kombat, I was whooping everybody ass. It's called the AKA the Nigga Be Cool stick. Crack. But anyway, this is it, man. This is your boy Next December 20. Look out for Xbox Beast Fighter today. And also, too, I'm going to start leaving the links down below. Listen, too, will be awesome. So I told you guys, the Rush to 15K, if I get it by December, I will be giving you guys a console of your choice and a $5 gift card to Best Buy, GameStop. That's still going on. All you got to do is hit the like button, leave a comment, man. It's your boy Next December 20. I'm out here. Bang.